Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do every week where I talk about the different transits that are coming up, and I do a card reading, and I also do a channel as well. So I hope you've all had an amazing week the past week. It has been a week full of surprises with that conjunction of Mercury and Uranus. And this week we're also going to have a week that's going to be, I feel like, full of more surprises with Uranus. So what we've got coming up with the transits this week, we also had that new moon. So this week what we've got coming up is on the 22nd. So today we do have Venus that's going to be in square to Neptune. So with that, it is going to be, I feel like it's going to be putting your rose-colored glasses on. And I have got in my notes here about looking at the world with rose-colored glasses. I feel like that's what this transit's going to be doing. And I feel like that it's going to be one, I feel like when we're doing a square, it can be a little bit on the negative side. So it might not be as positive. So I feel like that with this transit, you're wanting to see the world sort of how you want to see it, but it's not a reality. So I do feel like that's, and I also feel like be careful. I always feel like Venus square Neptune can be careful of scams or people who are trying to pull wool of your eyes as well with that. So this week we've also got on the 23rd, so it's tomorrow, we have the big conjunction of the Sun and Uranus. So this is where I'm saying this week is also we're going to have unexpected surprises. And with these transits, know that the energy can be there for a few days before or after. So you might get unexpected news. Anything can happen with Uranus. I know this past week, what I thought how things were going to go went differently. I got a lot of surprises. And even though we had that conjunction, it was like I think it was like on Monday, the earlier in the week with the Uranus and Mercury. But then I think it was earlier in the week that we had it. Um, or was it not? It was on the 15th. No, it was on the 18th of when it happened. Yeah, so that was Monday. And then even I got a surprise on the Wednesday going to work. So how you feel like this week is going to go may not be, or what you feel like is going to happen may not happen. It could be the opposite. It could be something right out of the blue. You just don't know. How I felt this week, where I felt people were going to be more problematic, were not. It was more like just easy to deal with. And the people who I thought would be easy to deal with were harder to deal with. And then there was news of um someone sort of coming back that I didn't even think that I would see again, and then they came back in our work situation. So you just don't know what you're going to get with Uranus. So it's like expect the unexpected, be open to see what's going to happen because you just don't know. And when it's conjuncting the sun, it's conjuncting your life. So last week was about communication, like hearing different news and the communication. This can be anything. So just be careful if you're driving. I just feel like, well, just don't know what's going to happen. And in the sign of Gemini too. So it could be about networking. It could be about definitely about people. Don't know. We've also got on the 23rd, the same day, we've got Mercury is going to be in sextile to Saturn. So I always feel like anything positive to Saturn is going to be a way of you talking your way out of problems, seeing things through to the end, being more resilient, being more able to cope with issues that are coming up as well. Might have a lot of stuff on playing on your mind, but you're finding the solution to it. We've also got here coming up, we've got the sun in sextile to Neptune as well. So with that, it could be red flag. It could be again putting those rose-colored glasses, people wanting to see the world, the way I want to see it. And it's could also be a realizing that the world has changed. It's different. I was watching something before, an astrologer, and he was saying about how with Neptune and Pisces, everyone spiritual was told that you can make your world but the way you want it to happen. And I do still see people pushing that narrative when it's not like that. But it's still people still using in that old way of being, especially in the spiritual world. And there's going to be, I feel like, some big shocks when they realize it's just not how it is. But anyway, but sextile is a positive aspect. So see what happens with that. 26, we've got Mars. It's going to be square to Pluto. That's going to be a very angry day. I feel like conjunctions with Mars and Pluto together, I feel like it's a very intense, very angry. I feel like be careful of, I keep on seeing driving, so be careful on the road. There could be some accidents, there could be some anger. We're going to have Mars that's in let's see where Mars is in. So Mars is in Taurus, which is very stubborn. It's what we value. We want to be safe. We want to feel secure. And it's going to be in square to Pluto, which is in Aquarius, which is about being rebellion, doing your own thing, being independent. Um, two fixed signs here. So two fixed ways of being. And I feel like things are going to amp up this week. So just be careful of that transit. Only or be aware of it, I should say. On the 27th of the 5th, we've also got the Sun in Tri to Pluto. So it's a big transformation. It is big changes. It could be a destruction of something as well. It could be an ending of something, but also a new beginning of something else with that. What I've also got here in my notes is that everything changes. I've got new beginnings coming up here. I've got um new tech. So I do feel like this week going to bring in new technology could be coming in as well, and that could be it's a very Uranus and Gemini thing. Um, we've got a chance to also take control of your life also coming in too. Let's look at the card reading for this week. Okay, so I feel like there is going to be some news coming in this week, and I feel like this is going to be shock surprises. I feel like I can expect the unexpected coming in this week. I feel like that there's even going to be like a whole new reality. And it even could be a week where you're being told what's like a bossiness, being told what to do. I do feel like that it could be a week as well for the little people to stand up to the bullies. And I feel like that bigger personalities or people who can explain things well are going to do well this week. I do feel like this week's all about resilient. It's about standing. Oh, I feel like it's about hope, faith, keeping what you feel alive. I feel like that there's going to be some hard situations coming up. I feel like that I just feel like there's going to be big changes this week. I just feel like it's going to be one of those weeks where it's like, oh, did that really happen? And it can be there will be there's going to be something about families coming up and a change of families. It could be about policies in how governments are running and how they're doing things. There is a bit of a tug of war that's also going to be happening. And I feel like because we've got these fixed signs, we've got Venus, sorry, not Venus, we've got Mars, we've got things in Taurus and we've got things also in Aquarius. So they're fixed signs. So I feel like the fixed signs are going to be finding it really hard to adjust in some situations this week because I feel like there's just going to be different opportunities coming in all the way, all the opportunities coming in. It's going to be, all the changes coming in. It's going to be hard to deal with if you're very stubborn and you don't want to move or be flexible. For some people, it might be that they just want to hide. Could also be too. I have a sense here where if you're very quiet, very timid, you're very shy, I feel like this is the week where you need to come out. I also feel like it's a week where you need to be alert. You need to sort of be on, say, be on guard. But I also feel like that there is a play. It's like I keep on feeling it's a playfulness energy this week too. I feel like it's a week where you don't. I keep on saying you don't know what's going to happen. Even the person that I didn't think I would see again this week to do my work, and that when I saw them, they looked different. Their appearance was different, and it was like I was like, "Oh, you look different." And I'd only seen them. It wasn't even a whole year that they were away from. So it's just it's just being a bit different. It's just that Uranus. It's just things come out of anywhere. You do not expect what's coming in. But I also feel like this week it is about some people will want to hide behind a reality of where they want to be. And if it's your spiritual person, like it's that hanging on to that manifestation way of being, which it's not a thing. I always say, if it was real, then we'd all be millionaires. It's just not. It's what it was meant to be in your path. But I feel like this week you just can't guess what's going to happen, because I just feel like there's just going to be different unexpected events coming up here. And I feel like the world could be shaken. It could be some big events. I do feel like it's going to be a sense of tug of war, or people wanting it to be their way, and different arguments coming up in that too. I feel like that there's like a stubbornness energy also coming into this. So I feel like it's a lot of up and down, in and out. But yet there's something here about the family. We've got the family here of raccoons here. So whether it be governments changing their rules or regulations to families, but there's a bossiness here as well. Where we've got the lion here bossing the little bird in the tree, but I feel like the bird in the tree is the one who's got the actual power. So it is going to be an interesting week ahead, I think. I feel. All right, let's just see what I've got. See if I can get a channel for you guys for what is coming up this week as well. It is going to be like a lot of ups and downs. But the new tech will be interesting if something comes up. Could be something new. Could be AI related. We don't know. Now let's have a look what channel I can get. This week is going to be quite confusing for you all. For you all are very secure and very safe in how you live your life and what you do and the patterns that you have. For others are trying to grasp onto thin air and hang on to something that is just not there anymore. They refuse to let go, they refuse to see the truth, and they refuse to see their reality. They want to hide behind the shadows. They want to hide behind the old reality, and they want to keep their own faith alive, which is perfectly okay. But they need to be pushed and be brought into the new way of being. For the new energies that are coming in this week is powerful energy. You're going to see a new thing, new technology emerging, things you didn't see possible, or things that you didn't know was going to happen will happen this week. It will be a week of big shocks, big surprises, but it's a week that it has to be done in this way. For a shock is to jolt the system, to jolt people into a new way of being, into a new way of seeing things, a new reality, and a new way of securing their own insecurities or securities. How you'll deal with this week is about being resilient, being open to everything, have new ideas come in, make things flow. Do not fight the energies that are coming in this week. You need to move with them, and it is very fast and is coming in fast. For Monday, we'll see a new reality. By the end of the week, just will be in disbelief by what is coming up in your own personal life and the life and the world that you are in and the life that you live. We are here to support you. We are here to warn you that it's all going to be okay. Adjustments will happen. They will be need to happen. And you'll all will be fine. Plans will be changed. For travel will be changing too. People who got booked overseas these flights plans may be changed. You may not be able to go to destinations that you need to go to. But their writing has been on the wall, and you have been told, and you have had this inkling, this feeling that these plans will change. And it is perfectly okay. It is not forever, it is just for now. For now, we are on a wake of a new beginning, of a new soaring energies that are coming in. And it is scary, but at the same time, it's exciting. We wish you a good day and bet you say good night. And we'll see you next week ahead. Okay. Sometimes I lose the channel. Okay, let's have a look. So, yeah, I think this week is going to be a big week. So we'll just have to see what is going to happen. I'm sure we'll be okay. We'll be back here next week. So, where am I going? So I have also, so I will actually have a fair in New Zealand as well. So I am planning on going back there on that channel, but planning on going back there in end of August, September, which is going to be great. More information will be coming out closer to those months. I've got MBS in October. I'm available for readings, and now on my website I have managed to put in bookings, so you make a bookings to see me on my website. You can also get gift cards available on my website as well. I've made some improvements on my website, so go and check it out. I'm also working on my own deck of cards, so hopefully I can get that done. And if you're coming on my psychic development cruise with the other ladies, then I'm hoping I can get them done in time, that I will be having a deck of cards in your gift pack. So we always give the ladies a gift pack of, or whoever's coming in, we give them gifts from us too. And I think that's I have, or I'm trying to secure a spot in a fair in up the coast, Dawson, in the end of June. So hopefully I can do that. I will be at Chaos to Calm the week before that. So toward about I think it's about the 20th of June, I will be at Chaos to Calm. So if you want to see me there, you're most welcome to. And I think it's going to be excellent and a really great. What am I saying? I'll be at Chaos to Calm. I think it's on the 20th of June. If you want to come and see me for a face-to-face reading, you can book in through. They have their own website now too, and their own booking system as well, which is really, really great. I think that is it for this week, for this video. I'll be doing videos over the weekend, hopefully get them done, which is good. And I think I've got a few ideas and I just hope I can get them done. It's always a lot of stuff I've got to do. So my other work and this work, it's a lot. But yeah, so thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.